Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
But I'm gonna see my beautiful Kimberly when I fly to Houston. When I fly to Houston for Skankfest 2021, I'm gonna see my best friend, that girl, the only one. Her name is Kimberly Congdon, and I've missed her oh so much. And I can't wait to fly myself to Houston and hug her, embrace and feel her touch.
She's right here for you. You thought that she was gone. She's always just one little shuffle away. That's Kimmy. Never far from Alex. She's always going to stay.
Kim, can we drop a country music album together?
Oh, no, this is horrible sounding. Nothing sounds worse than this.
But we could agree that we've started the show.
Oh, right now. Like this, you mean?
I wanted to open with my song for you.
I mean, they're gonna see me. They're the widest my eyes have ever been, but I don't mind.
But you know what else they're gonna find out?
What?
That those motherfucking lashes are real.
That's true.
Hit it, Frank. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kimmy.
hi, baby girl.
You look lovely today, if I do say so myself.
Thank you. You do too. I like that light on you.
Thank you. Frank fixed it perfect. Like, he fixed it like a mother fixes breakfast for her beautiful twins.
As he should.
He really
should always
treated
have
me
the
like
privilege.
royalty.
That's great. That's how you
Yes.
should be treated, my queen. How have you been? I'm so fucking tired.
Dude, I'm good. I'm well rested. I'm all right.
You're well rested?
I'm well rested. I went to bed at like 11 o'clock last night. Woke up in the middle of the night with like terrible stomach cramps, grabbed a heating pad, put it on my stomach, nursed myself back to sleep, and woke up feeling so much better, thinking I was going to feel terrible today. And it ended up being a-okay.
That's perfect. Fuck yeah. I love it.
I am my own nurse, you know?
Sometimes you got to be your own nurse.
Sometimes you're the doctor.
Yeah. Sometimes you are.
How are you?
Well, that's the end of our podcast. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm good. I'm so fucking tired. I feel like I've been going for days on end. I went to Life is Beautiful, the music festival in Vegas.
I saw some pictures and I'm so jealous. I love the description of going on for days on end. I love that kind of weekend.
Yeah, it was so fun. I've never been. It was my first festival. Like I've been to like a day music festival, like a local one where like I drove there, went and saw music for a few hours and then drove home. But this is my first like festival, like spending the whole weekend, like getting on a plane and like going to a festival.
Like camping basically on drugs. Yeah.
Mhm.
That sounds great.
It was so much fun.
Yay. Who'd
so
you
much
see?
Fun. I saw Willow Smith. I saw Billie Eilish. I saw A$AP Rocky. I saw Young Thug. I saw a little bit of Tame Impala. I don't get it. Do you know who Tame Impala is?
I think so.
I mean, it became literally a bit between me and my friends where I like think that something is actually wrong with them for enjoying the music. It is just, I mean, Francis, are you a Tame Impala fan? It is so, I don't know. Like,
not particularly. It's kind of bland.
Can we play like a little second of a Tame Impala song on YouTube? Just
Sure,
to hear
1 second.
it. My friends literally were like, that's the one we want to go to. That's the one. And I'm sitting there like with my friend Lockwood, and he kind of likes my music. and we're watching our group of like 8 friends really enjoy the very strangest, most low vibrational, I don't even know how to explain it, sounds. It sounded like bad, like electricity wires. And our friends were just like, this is literally, I heard at one point, one of them go, this is beautiful. And I'm like, ew, what the fuck is going on? Like, it makes me sick.
I'm looking at the songs right now. I don't recognize any of them, but I'm nervous that I'm going to like this music and not want to admit it.
Let's cut to like the middle of this one, Francis, if we could. But yeah, I was watching my friends and this is their big one too.
This is the song I know.
This is the one song that we know.
This song I know and I like, actually.
Yeah, no, this is actually a good song. This is, to me, their best song. This is the best that it gets.
Okay, that's why I recognize their name. I do know that song. I wouldn't know any other song by them though.
Yeah, and the rest of it was like very like literally at one point I started making fun of them. I started calling the band Weeble Wobble. I was like, you guys like the fucking Weeble Wobble band over there. They were like awestruck.
Do your friends do whippets?
No.
Okay, that sounds like whippet music to me.
Yeah, it's very weird music, and I just don't like when I'm at a music festival, that's not how I want to feel. I was like, dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know.
You want really up vibes?
Yeah, I want to be dancing like and not like with something that doesn't have a snare in it.
I think I would have been okay with this with this particular artist. And like I'm at a music festival, I like to either have a hula hoop or just be like sitting on the side, chilling, watching people dance, vibing out. I like to be too high to dance, if you know what I mean.
Oh, we can't go to music festivals together. We do music festivals very differently.
Why can't I sit on the side and watch my beautiful goddess friend dance?
There's no watching me dance, honey, because I am manipulating my way to the very front of my favorite concerts.
You go to the front. I like to hang in the back, listen to the vibes, watch people.
See, that makes me sick. All my friends were like that. And it was every show I went with them was so fucking boring. We just paid $400 to sit so far away. It was smaller than the YouTube video we could have watched from home. And anytime that I snuck off with my friend Matt Lockwood, we would get like 2-3 rows back from the show we wanted and have a mind-blowing time of our lives. Like we were like seeing our artists like eye to eye, like in the energy, like with the people. And then I would just we'd get out like sweating, like we just left a gangbang. And then I'd see my friends in the back, just like they look like elderly almost.
One of the elderly, I think.
Yeah, I mean, just sitting in the back, and I'm like, "What? Why are you guys here? We smoke weed and watch these videos." Literally, when I hang out with my friends, we smoke weed and watch music videos, and that's essentially what they were doing. But they paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and I'm like, "Why wouldn't you want to be like a little closer, like in it?"
No, I'm with you. Okay, I would go up. I would try. I like the idea of looking an artist eye to eye. I want to make eye contact while you're singing me a song.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
who'd you make eye contact with? Who sang to you?
Ludacris. I could smell his balls from how close I was.
His balls specifically?
Yeah, I was like, those are Luda balls.
It smells like Luda cheese.
Luda cheese. Yeah. I went up close for Ludacris, for Young Thug, for Willow Smith. Willow Smith was incredible.
She's so talented. Yeah, she's really good.
And then I was okay for being in the back for some of them. For like the ones that I don't know the songs to, I don't mind being in the back. Like if I'm not a huge fan, but if I know the songs, I don't want to be far away. That seems so weird to me. People that are just okay with like having a favorite artist and being like, I'll just watch the screen from back here. I'm like, well, just stay home.
Yeah, I guess I've never been to a music festival where my favorite artist is playing. It's always been like me going for like the drugs and the hang and the music being kind of like a secondary thing, like a reason to bring it all together, you know?
Yeah. And yeah, I really like going and seeing people that I know and can like sing along to. And like being like obnoxiously like in the shit.
Did you make new friends with people there?
Hell yeah. We made not new friends, but we had a great time. It's so funny. Like the festival is called Life is Beautiful, but like every once in a while you do have to get in a fight with someone that's like pushing you while you're in a concert. And everyone's like trying to practice love and peace. But at one point I turned around, some girl's tripping me on purpose to take my spot. And I went, I'll kill you at Life is Beautiful. You want to die here? Is this where you want to die? You picked the wrong one. I'll kill you. And she just got quiet. And I was like, well, life is beautiful.
They turn into like like an adult playground, like everybody's kids again. It's like this weird vibe of like you'll walk up to a stranger and be like, I want to be your friend. Like, here, take my bracelet. Let's trade bracelets with each other. And like friendships are formed in the weirdest ways. And then, when shit goes wrong, it's like, it's literally a childhood mentality happening between adults who are on drugs trying to enjoy music.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw some crazy shit. I saw this. The funniest thing is I was like tripping pretty hard and I'm walking with my friend Matt and we see this guy who's getting into a fight with one of my favorite things is people watching at a festival. We saw a guy and his girlfriend getting into a festival fight and she was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And she walked away. They must've been like 20, 19, like very young. And she's like, I'm not doing this anymore. And his friend was like holding him back. He was like, no, come back. And his friend was like holding him by the chest so he can't run after her type thing. And his friend was like pushing him back, was like, bro, let it go, bro. Let it, bro. And he basically fell in this bush and the dude stands up and with truly every single like feeling in his soul, he yelled, no, I'm not doing anything but nothing wrong. And the way that me and my friend burst out laughing in his fucking face, we were just walking by and happened to see it. And it was the quote of the night for me. I kept being like, I'm not doing anything but nothing wrong. And he was like crying so hard and we were like laughing and we like laughed at this other group of people. We were all like, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard. Cause he said it with like a frat boy huff after too. Like he doubled down with the anger. He didn't let go of it when he heard. Cause if I would have said that, I would have started laughing after.
You are self-aware.
Yeah. But he kept doing it. And then we walked by 10 minutes later and he was still crying and screaming. And he was telling his friend like, you don't understand. My parents don't love me. My uncle don't love me. I'm tired of being alone in this world. And he's like crying full tears. And the way that we're just laughing, like it was just so funny to us. And I remember my friend was like, I hope he cries all weekend because that's the funniest thing. I hope we walk by and he's always crying.
Truly, there is no juicier, more delicious feeling than when a man is breaking down. Because like they're not really known for it. I feel like us girls are kind of like generally like known for or expected to like be the ones to have full-blown public panic attacks like that. And I just relish in every time it happens to a man.
Yeah, it was great. It was really fun to watch.
Even my friends, I love it when the boys at Gas Digital are freaking out. It's popcorn time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is fucking it was incredible to watch. What else happened? I mean,
I wonder if they got back together. You think she took them back?
Sure did. They for sure did.
That age.
You could tell that wasn't the first time they got in that fight. Their friends were like, oh, fuck this again.
Yeah. That sounds like fun.
We saw this girl from TikTok. She was right before Willow Smith. And she was, I forgot her name. It was like Ashnikko or something like that.
She performed?
Yeah, she sings that song, Stupid Boy Think That I Need Him. I go down and the other one that I know you think about me in the shower, porn up in your browser. That one. She does a bunch of like popular TikTok songs, but this bitch was like so crusty looking. Like she came on stage looking like her pussy had been smelling all week. And for some reason, we're tripping on drugs. It's the first artist we see at the.
That's funny because the way that I know that song is because they always put it on this advertisement that TikTok is giving me for a device that you put at the edge of your bathtub so that it guides the bathtub water onto your pussy. So it's funny that she looks like she has a crusty pussy when her music is being used to promote something that alongside masturbating you would also leave you with a fresh pussy in theory.
Yes, Ashnikko. Yes, that's her. And yes, I've seen that too. It looks like a Barbie water slide.
I'm not interested in your Barbie water slide so that the water could hit my pussy. I would need so much water pressure.
I don't understand how girls come to that. I don't get it. I'm just a couple drips is all you need of some bath water.
Those sweet little drips that they show you in this video. I'm like, girl, or what are you, 12? I wish.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm like, I need to fucking open up a car, put those little fucking cables in it and put the other end on my clit in order to get off now. I need to literally jumpstart my clit in order to come. And you guys are just dripping a couple water drops on it. It's insane.
I need a waterfall coming from at least like 9 feet up, so that I need the water to reach terminal velocity.
You need Niagara. You need Niagara.
Yeah, I want the water to be really splashing down.
It's funny to think that Niagara is the girl Viagra.
That's great.
Hold on, I gotta turn my air on.
Yeah. I mean, the device, don't get me wrong, it's like, entrepreneurs, get out there, keep inventing new ways to masturbate, but I'm just not interested in this one.
Yeah, so this bitch Ashnikko, she's on stage and she's like gives off smelly pussy energy, and I hate saying that. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or like.
Some girls just have it though. Sorry,
she does. She's kind of dressed like a. Her outfit looks like a bat. Yeah, this is her.
Stanky. Look, she has a tentacle wrapped around her
fishy pussy. Yeah, makes sense.
I get the whole hentai thing. I get like why that's like a like hot thing to some people, I guess, but also the tentacles are always going to make me think of fish and fishy pussies.
For sure. And the thing about this girl is like she was dressed like a kind of like a bad mummy. Like she was wearing like this weird like white like wrap thing.
Tattered.
It was like tattered and ratted, and it was like kind of falling, and it was her vibe, and her boots were like that too. Everything was like she looked like she was wrapped in like a mummy thing, and she would do the songs, and then in between each song, we're tripping, we're all on acid. The first artist we see, in between each song, she says the nastiest shit. Like you could tell she was like a new artist and didn't know what to do in between sets, but she just kept saying gross shit. Like the first song ended and she goes, "Whoa, damn, I just peed myself a little." And then she squats and looks at her pussy. You can see it all on the camera. You could see like little water droplets on her thighs. She's like, "I literally just pissed myself. It's time to party. Next song." She goes to the next song. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. All right, whatever. So then we sing the next
song.
That's
her vibe. I guess she just pisses herself on stage.
Right. So then that's this song. The next song ends and she's like, "Holy shit, this shit is going up my fucking ass. I'm going to shit on this thing by accident." And like literally in between each song, the thing that she said next got so gross to the point where I was like, please just go to the next song. You know, she was so
my
gross.
Mouth is a little dry because I had my own diarrhea for breakfast today. Anyways, we going to move on to the next song.
That's the bit that me and my friends did all weekend, is we would say the nastiest shit and then introduce a new song. I'd be like, "Don't you hate it when a hair on your pussy makes your clit itch? All right, hit it, DJ." And it was like, dude, please. I mean, we just do what Willow did. She just took sips of water in between.
I masturbated with a lobster once and it gave birth inside of me. Anyways, this is my new single.
Frank, let's see the outfit. She was disgusting. Yeah, that was what she was wearing.
Oh, stop! I love this girl.
And it had like dirt on it because she was like rolling around on. Yeah, look at it. I was watching her in that moment. Isn't that insane?
So my outfit, when I take it off, I could wring it out into a puddle and then wash myself with it later. Anyways, I am stinky winky. And then she was like, "Can I debut this new song?" And played one of the worst songs I've literally heard in my life, to where I didn't want to be up close anymore because me and my friend Matt were laughing in her face on drugs. Every time she said this song, it would come to the chorus part, and I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was something, I swear, along the lines of like, you're like a maggot in my meat, PU. And that was like the punchline to the chorus. And dude, every time she said PU, I would die. And I was like trying not to look at her. I was like, we need to move back for once. Oh man, that sounds like so much fun. I want to go to a music festival with you. I'll come up to the front with you.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. Don't go with a big group of people. It's not made
lose
for
them all, I'm sure.
And I mean, I left my friends from the very beginning. I was like, fuck you guys. I can't do this. It was giving me so much anxiety. Like for some reason, a group of 30 somethings had the hardest time, like having their tickets and their IDs and like getting to the front door. Like one person would forget their ID. Our friend Morgan was in a scooter that he didn't charge, so it died at the front of the festival. He couldn't even walk. He had to just sit and charge it for a few hours without it. We were like, we're leaving you. This is your fault. We're leaving you. He had to just sit.
For sure.
He had to sit and like, and then
I don't care if you're crippled. You should have thought.
I mean, I remember on Sunday, I went to my friend group and I said, no friends in wheelchairs. No. Once he's better, no friends in wheelchairs. I was like, the world's not made for handicap accessible, and this is fucked up. It was crazy. Like, it's so inconvenient. It's so hard. It really gave me a new outlook on people in a wheelchair or like with disabilities, because everything was so hard to get past. And like how many times like we'd like all be walking up to a place and we just couldn't get a scooter over the curb because it didn't have one of the ramps. And I was like, he has to go all the way around. By the time he finds us, we're gone.
Damn it. The poor guy.
The poor guy was just waiting. But he was also the most annoying in it. He was like, would go up ahead of us. We'd be like, he's like trying to lose us on purpose. And then being mad when
if you're on a scooter, I'm sorry.
No,
you follow
dude,
behind.
You can't do it at all.
You bring up the rear.
We had 2 scooters because my other friend, Steven, thought he needed a scooter for some reason. He was like, yeah, my knee's going to hurt. I have a bad knee. And like now we have these 2 scooters in a shoulder pack to pack festival that we're trying to guide through shows with us. And like me and my friend Lockwood, I'm so glad he was there because we'd look each other in the eye when things got a little hectic. We'd go, you want to bail? And I'd go, yep. And we'd just walk away from the group.
Yeah,
and they'd be like,
important.
where are you at? And we'd be like, we're in the front of the concert we paid to watch. And we're not going to stop and use the bathroom forever. Everyone needed to use the bathroom at different times. I felt like I had 17 kids. I'm like, you guys, let's all get to the spot we're going, then use the bathroom so we don't have to look for each other. Why are we all going on the way there?
And then do you remember, this is actually starting to stress me out. Do you remember when we went to the Botanic Gardens with like 10 people and it was like just stopping at, like one person decides they want a snack and then they go there. And by the time they're done getting the snack, everybody's congregated in the area and then people decide to go to the bathroom. And then while they're in the bathroom, another person's like, I might as well get a snack. It's like, we can't spend all day at the fucking entrance, you guys. It's like fucking crazy.
People don't get how to like efficiently travel and like do things. I don't understand. Me and Matt talk shit about the crew the whole weekend. We're like, they're idiots. They must be. These are our best friends too. We're like, they must be idiots. I don't understand. Like, it was so easy for me to figure it out. I'd find the spot I want. I'd claim the spot. Then I'd go get food and bathroom and I'd go eat it at the spot while I waited for the show to start. It made the most sense to me.
I literally hate that one person who doesn't go to the bathroom when everybody else does and then stops everybody to go to the bathroom at the next spot. I literally want that person to die. And I hope that like in a horror movie scenario, that person knows that they're always going to be the first to die.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not great. It's nothing to be proud of. It was very difficult. I mean,
and when you add drugs to the situation, it never helps.
Never.
Everyone's in their own world, literally.
Yeah. And then it would be like, we'd all be walking somewhere and they'd go like, oh, a merch table. And then one person needs to buy merch. Now we're at this merch table. I was like, the merch table is not going anywhere. It's going to be here all weekend for you to buy the merch. Now we're carrying around all these t-shirts that other people have to hold when someone goes to the bathroom. I was like, no. But I also had the best time with them. Like we had the best.
That does sound like fun.
We had a great time. It was really fun.
As long as you have the strength to abandon the group, you're going to have a good time.
Yeah. If you don't feel guilty abandoning the group and they don't feel like getting upset about that, then it's great. Mm-hmm. But besides that, it was super cool. Like I loved dressing up. That was really fun.
Music festival, dressing up. Honestly, I wish we could wear it out in the streets. I wish that could be style.
Well, honestly, I was wearing white tattoos that were stars on my cheeks all weekend. And I kind of want to start regularly wearing them. I loved it so much. I was like, I think this would look cute on the daily.
I really like that. And I want them to now.
We should do that when I come.
We definitely should.
I'd be so down for that. So on Sunday, after the whole festival, I get a text on Sunday night from a producer. And he's like, hey, Kim, I'm a producer. I got your info from blah, blah, blah. We're filming blah, blah, blah tomorrow night for TV. This is the wonderful rate. Can you do it? And I was like, fuck. And I looked at the timing. They asked me to do it at 8 p.m. I was literally getting off my plane at 6:30. So I was like, okay, it takes an hour to get to the Comedy Store from the airport. So I would be getting there 30 minutes before the show started, if all went well.
And that's going directly from the airport to the Comedy Store?
After 3 days on acid and mushrooms, like 3 full days, like sleeping 3 hours a night.
Yeah, sweating at the front of the fucking stage.
Yeah, going straight to a comedy show that's being filmed for TV. I like you, and my voice was on, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. So then, we signed the contract, and it was like a pretty good deal. Like, I didn't want to miss this. It was like a really cool show. It's for a really cool thing. The lineup was incredible. I was very excited about it. I get on the plane to leave, and everything's going well. And I'm just sort of like being so grateful. Like, I woke up that morning on time. My friends took me to the airport. I had such a good weekend. I'm about to film this thing. And behind me is this old white lady. And the pilot's like, oh, we're going to need to check your bag, ma'am. Like, we have no more room in the back. They started checking people's bags. And she was like,
a flight attendant or the pilot?
Oh, the flight attendant. My bad. The flight attendant is like, we're going to need to check your bag. So they take her bag to check it, and she heads back to her seat. And I guess she saw that there was an open spot above her seat. And she was like, oh my, like loudly, like everyone on this plane has just left this festival, and everyone's done and tired. Like, it's just a bunch of people who have just done drugs all weekend trying to get back to LA or wherever they're going. And everyone, it's like such a quiet plane, and loudly I hear her come. Like, I see her.
Sounds like it has potential to be the best vibes plane ever.
It is. The people are cool.
Yeah.
They're nice. They're exhausted. We're all just being nice and trying to get home. Everybody's sweet except for this one cunt. Oh shit. I should have sent you the video, Francis. I'll do that right now. So this bitch comes flying past me to the point where she like basically shoulder checked me. And I'm like, I'm thinking something's wrong. Normally I wouldn't let someone get away with that, but I thought that maybe something was wrong with her. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to like get her by me. And when she gets behind me to the pilot, she's like, oh, this is fucking ridiculous. There's plenty of room back there for my bag. Learn how to do your fucking job. Who doesn't know how to count? Give me my shit. She snatches her bag back and heads back to her seat. And they like let her. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And then so the whole flight boards. She's like 3 rows behind me. And as soon as the whole flight boards, the pilot comes back and it walks over towards her. And I was like, oh, she's getting kicked off. They just boarded everyone first, which really doesn't make sense to me, but they should have just kicked her off right there and been like, you're not even going to sit. Mm-hmm. But he's going up to her and he's telling her like, basically she has to get off. And I'm not watching it. I'm just like kind of hearing him being like, ma'am, you have to get off the plane. Like, you can't talk to us like that. We have a no disrespect policy for our people. Blah, blah. You can't talk to our flight attendants this way. And she just has her iPhone like this. And she's filming him tell her she needs to get off the plane. He's like, I don't really care if you film me. You have to get off the plane. Then a second dude comes up, like an airport employee. And he's like, ma'am, you need to get off the plane. And now it's getting like a little more serious. And she's like, give me your badge number. Give me your badge number. And this is 2 minutes until we're supposed to take off. I have 30 minutes. I had 30 minutes to spare before the show starts. And I still have to go there and go to hair and makeup. And so then they're like, at one point I hear the pilot say, ma'am, these are your 2 choices. You have to get off the plane right now, or we have to deboard the entire plane and you still have to get off. And she says, I don't care. And I stand up. I stand up and I go, get off the fucking plane, you bitch. And everyone just starts laughing. Yeah, everyone just starts laughing. And I'm like, no, seriously, get off the plane. You're already being kicked off. Why ruin everyone's day? And she goes, who's being the bitch now? I go, it's still you. You're being a bitch, holding up our whole flight. You already have to leave. So get off. And she doesn't say anything. And then they're like, listen, we're going to have to bring the police on. It's like a few minutes are going by. She's still filming them. At the one point, she turns the camera towards me. And I was like, nobody's going to see this video on Facebook, bitch. I started like cussing her out. I was like, you're crusty. Go see a therapist. I was like giving her all the advice I probably need. And then she fucking wouldn't get off. One dude was like, please, ma'am, I have a layover to Israel. Oh, please. I have a layover to Israel and I don't have much time when we land. Please. It's such a long flight. She didn't give a fuck. People were like, I have kids at home that I have a sitter at home. Like, people all had like different reasons. I was like, I got to go film something.
Like, we have work tomorrow. Please.
Yeah, please. She's just ruining everyone's day. So then the pilot comes on. He goes, unfortunately, we're going to have to deboard. And everyone's like, and I was like, you bitch.
No.
I was like, I hate you. I really hate you. You stink. You're a
I came
horrible
across
person.
the video we're about to show. I did come across it on TikTok yesterday, and I'm excited to hear the background of the story because it's
TikTok
a great video.
removed it after it went viral, which is annoying.
That is annoying.
But yeah, and then so we all deboarded the plane, and then I started the boo when she came off the plane, and we have the video if you want to see it. Let's put some volume on that bitch.
Karen made the whole flight have to deboard because she was mad she had to check a bag.
Stink bitch.
I like how everybody joined in.
Yeah, well, I literally before they came out, I go, "Oh, we're all booing her, right?"
Oh, I love that. You took a page out of my book that time that you didn't want to come on the roller coaster.
Oh yeah, I
We
learned from
Kim
when
off
I was
the
a
line.
victim. Yeah.
How it feels awful to get booed. I love that she had to take everybody's booze and just feel it.
Yep. It was like the Game of Thrones scene where they shamed Cersei.
Shame.
Shame. We should have made her get naked. Shame. I hated her. I called her Karen too. I was like, nobody cares, Karen. Get off the plane. Everyone started laughing.
That's great.
I was fucking murdering on the plane. I guess.
I love that. I love that for you.
And then that video I just airdropped to everyone on the plane.
So they could all share it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I wanted her to be shamed to the max.
Most importantly, did you make it to the show?
I made it to the show. I got to the show at 7:15. I had my hair done by 7:45. Hair and makeup done.
The devil works hard.
But Kimmy works harder.
But Kim Congdon works harder, damn it.
Yep. I had a great set. Did my TV shit. Went home. Went to bed.
That sounds great.
Good shit. Yep.
Man, you've been having such fun times.
I've been having the best times. I wish I wish that we could talk about the rest of my best times that we talked about earlier.
Yes, we did share an intimate phone conversation. Kim's having a great time right now. That's all anybody needs to know. Except her microphone's for the dogs.
I've got the microphone of a poor child.
The microphone of an orphan.
The microphone of an orphan.
I ran one of your really, really, really old jokes by my 9-year-old cousin recently, and she loved it.
Which joke?
Penny is the best name for an orphan. She loved it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Penny is the best name for an orphan.
Yeah. And I love that joke. It's great. It's true.
I need to bring that back.
Man, it's not bad.
Yeah, I need to write more jokes. But yeah, so it was fun. It was a good weekend. You've had a pretty hectic but also fun adventure lately too.
Yeah, I've been looking for an apartment. I'm finally moving out of my parents' house. When I tell you, just depending on my mood, I could either be the most excited about it like ever, or literally crying, thinking I should never move out of my house with mommy and daddy. I'm the baby and I want to be the baby forever. It's sick.
It's hard.
I guess.
It's crazy because like I understand how hard it is because even when I lived with my mom for those 7 months in the pandemic, I didn't want to leave.
Right? You're like, what's better than having mommy and daddy under the same roof?
Well, probably having a mentally sound mommy and daddy under the same roof, but I wouldn't know. Your parents are incredible. Yeah, your parents are incredible. And I would, if I were you, I'd be very sad to leave them. They're so loving and sweet and helpful. But I think that you need this.
Yeah, like my mentality is like, wow, if I'm this sad now, I'm like literally going to be 29 in a few months. Like it's only going to get harder. I'm only going to like freak myself out more about it.
It's so funny because is this true? We had that conversation where you're like, I just don't know when I want to move out. And I said, you are the only child and your parents will probably move in with you eventually.
You did say this to me a few months ago.
So you're going to need a few years of living by yourself just to have that.
Yeah. You were like, take 10 years of living by yourself because you're going to live with that. You're going to have them move in with you again. It's true. I'm not going to put them in a home.
Yeah, exactly. And you're the only child. Like my parents, good luck. I'm putting them in a home.
I get that.
They're going in a home. I mean, my mom has been trying. My mom raised me like being like, you'd never put me in a home, right? And now as an adult, I know it's because she deserves to be put in a home. She knows.
Yeah, I believe in putting your parents in a home, depending on how much they did for you growing up.
Right.
It's all relative. Like what you get, what you give.
Yeah. I'm going to put my mom, I'm going to keep my mom with me, but make her entire life about me.
That sounds like actually the perfect move. That sounds like what you need to do.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, yes, have your mother. She's fun. She's got a personality. Drag her around as an accessory.
Yeah. Drag her around into what I was. Make her your purse.
No, I think this could work for you. Yeah, I'm going to have to fucking tuck my parents in at night and shit when they're old. So
I'm already sick of it.
I do need a little bit of time and I'm excited. I put a deposit down on a place yesterday. It was very scary. I was like nervous.
So fun. I want to help you decorate.
Well, good thing you'll be in town literally for perfect timing to help me decorate. I know I'm not going to have the place fully together by the time you get here.
Cool. Let me save some for me. I want to help.
Kimmy, I'm saving it for you.
Save it all for me. Do I have my own bedroom?
Kimmy, you share a bed with me, baby girl.
Yeah.
You know I ain't going to stick you in a corner like I've tried in the past.
Oh, that's behind us now. The old air mat. I remember her. I remember being put in her lonely,
Kimmy,
looking up at my best friend, wondering if the sun will ever shine again.
I'm going to get us a queen size bed.
Oh.
I was thinking about getting us a projector so that I could send you to faraway worlds the way that you send me when I come sleep with you.
How fun was the projector?
I think the projector is really fun, and I'm considering because I don't see the need to have like a ton of TVs in the same apartment. Like it doesn't make sense to have more than like one main living room television for me, I feel.
Right. Yeah.
So I was thinking for the bedroom, I would do a projector similar to what you have, and then we could go wherever we want.
See, the problem is with the projector that you have to remember is that it doesn't stream a lot of the services, just Hulu and YouTube so far for me. But that's enough for me. As long as I can pull up something to watch on it, I'm good with it.
The projector won't stream Netflix?
Nope. No Netflix, no Amazon, no HBO.
That's really lame.
It's really lame. It's really upsetting. Maybe a different projector will, but not the one I have.
I got to look into that.
Oh, it's actually not the projector. I think it's the website that knows it's going through a projector somehow.
Right. But maybe there's a projector that somehow circumvents that.
Right. I'm like, how does any of this even work?
That's so lame.
How would it know? How does it know?
That's gay.
Yeah, it is. But the YouTube videos are good. That's where you go to the adventure land anyways.
That's true. I do like to adventure. Plus I'm going to try really hard to not spend a ton of time in my bedroom that I'm not sleeping, because I know that I have a really bad habit of that right now. Like, so YouTube videos before bed should be all that I need.
I put on this horrible show called The American Average Life of the American Teenager or something like that.
Does it sound familiar?
Secret Life of the American Teenager.
Okay. What is it?
It's about some girl who got pregnant in high school.
I've heard of this.
Hold on. Horribly boring. It puts me to sleep every night. The acting's really bad. It puts me right to sleep.
That sounds so good.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds great. I love a good Hallmark movie. You ever watch a 4-hour-long Hallmark movie?
Yep.
The best.
It's always like a girl that's coming back from the big city. She's always got like big sunglasses on and like a briefcase. And she's like always coming back to town, and she sees this guy that she used to fuck with in high school. And he like works at a bar. And he's like, "Oh, you're back." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm in from the city. My husband's got me." And she's always got a boyfriend or a husband. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, "Well, if you want to catch up one more time, we could do that." It's all Hallmark movies are all the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they all have an element of like cheating, rape, murder, incest, all the good, like real juicy drama. They have a few elements of each to make, and the movie pulls together as like this like weeping disaster.
Right.
Yeah. I respect it.
I love a Hallmark. I fucking love a Hallmark.
I love a good Hallmark. The other night I sat down, I watched Bambi and I watched Dumbo. I gotta
Ooh.
say, wild on both. I couldn't believe, because like those were the two Disney movies that I haven't watched once since I first saw them when I was like 3 or 4.
Uh-huh.
And the way that I was watching these movies, processing that my parents showed them to me as a child, they both suck, by the way.
Bambi and which one?
Dumbo.
I thought Dumbo's good.
Dumbo starts with the stork coming through and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, Dumbo's wild.
But it sucks. Bambi to me sucks. Bambi's very boring.
Bambi kind of sucks. Dumbo to me kind of goes in the realm of like Pinocchio. Like, you know, I watched Pinocchio about 6 months ago and it fucked my world up for like a full month. All I could talk about was Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Because it's just too weird. It's like pick a storyline here. What are we doing?
Pinocchio seems like it was made by like child groomers.
Yeah.
I don't know. It gives child grooming vibes.
In a certain way, a lot of the Disney movies give child grooming vibes, though.
It's true. It's really true. Did you hear about the update on the Gabby Petito case?
There's so many updates, dude.
Well,
but yes, we should talk about it for a minute.
She's dead.
She did.
Her boyfriend's missing. You heard that he yesterday changed his Spotify title?
Yeah, I heard that he went live on Instagram for like 15 seconds.
He's toying with everyone.
Yeah.
He likes this.
Yeah, I think he was on the water when he went live on Instagram.
I think he did that to try to make people think he's on the water when he's not.
Maybe.
For sure. I think that's why.
I don't know.
It was to change the scent of the trail.
I don't necessarily think so. I think he's such a narcissist that he wants to give actual clues and still feel like that like people won't catch him.
You think it's just wanting attention?
Like, I think that he thinks that he's so smart that he's like, I could give them as many clues as I want to and they'll still never find me.
Oh, man. So, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows about this case that's going on right now about Gabrielle Petito. She was a 22-year-old that went missing after traveling with her boyfriend around the country in a van. They found her remains on Sunday in Wyoming, but only after her boyfriend of 2 years returned to Florida in their van without her, hired an attorney, then disappeared again. He's still missing. They're trying to find him. And like we said, he's updated his Spotify. He accidentally went live on Instagram once. And there's just a bunch of weird shit that I've been seeing. Have you been seeing the fly thing that's weird?
No.
Like they're saying that, you know, the last few posts that she posted on Instagram didn't seem like her regular posts, which is like, you can tell when a guy posts something and when a girl posts something. They're very different vibes. They're like, she wrote like in September, she put up a pumpkin and said happy Halloween and put like a weird fly emoji. And everybody's like, no girl would say happy Halloween in September with this. They'd say happy fall. Like, it was just like little things. Like, it is such a guy thing to say happy Halloween instead of happy fall. Just, and then like the fly thing, when they pulled over the car in the original police video, he said something like she was sick of all the flies, or the flies were getting to her. And there was like a lot of talk of flies. And he was reading this book about a man that becomes a serial killer while traveling the road. And the cover it was a giant fly. And that post, and the Halloween post, was a happy Halloween with a spider and a fly.
Weird. I've also seen that like all of her posts beforehand, she would always like put her location. Every post on Instagram from the beginning of her Instagram has a location, except for those recent ones that seem more like they were posted by Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't necessarily know if he did it like with intention and like wanted, you know, this whole like being on the run thing. I don't know if any of that was intended or if they just had a fight and he killed her and this is like him fucking having a weird reaction.
Yeah, I think that they had a fight and he killed her. But I also think he's on some weird narcissistic shit right now and liking the attention of the chase.
Yeah, I mean, the whole country, they were bloggers and like their blog was not very particularly successful until she went missing. And then suddenly like they're like mainstream talk of everything. He obviously is probably getting a kick out of it.
Man, he's the worst. Why do that? Why kill her? She looks so sweet.
She looked very sweet. She looked troubled and sweet.
She looked like a nice, sweet, troubled girl. There's the post. So weird. I'm not a detective or anything, but this post was not her. She's only ever capitalized the first word in every other post she's ever posted. If you look at her fiance's post, he tends to capitalize words, especially when they're names, i.e. Halloween. She doesn't capitalize any second word or names in any other single post. He posted this in an attempt to create a timeline. When they check the surveillance camera and see that she wasn't there that day, it'll all come to something. But yeah, there's like a lot of investigative work there. And
I love the way teenage girls are fucking cracking this case.
Teenage girls are better FBI than the FBI.
If the FBI could just hire
teenage
girls,
then we would I bet teenage girls could have found bin Laden in a day.
Teenage girls know where. Yeah.
There'd have been like that speck of sand over there. That's from my last TikTok on in this place. Like the way they broke it down, they went into her shit, the way that they found her Spotify, the way that they found like all this shit about him. It's incredible what TikTok's done.
Yeah, I saw a girl who was like, see, in this most recent post, she doesn't have any roots. It looks like her hair's been done recently. And in all of the other posts that we believe to be Gabby, she had about an inch worth of grown in hair. So tell me, do you think she stopped and got her hair dyed on this vacation? Or do you think that he posted an old photo of her?
I mean, and that's a genius thing to look at.
Okay, Legally Blonde over here. Fucking do that work.
It's true. It's very Legally Blonde.
Fucking great.
I want to solve a case on TikTok. Maybe we should find a case and try to solve it.
You want to be a true crime podcast?
Maybe for an episode or two. We don't limit ourselves. It's called Broad Topics.
It's true. I saw a group of girls. It was literally high school students on TikTok. This was maybe like 6 months ago, who like at the time, their entire TikTok account was dedicated to figuring out who the Zodiac killer was.
That's great.
I was like, you know what? I think these girls are going to fucking do it.
This girl on TikTok claims that she thinks her grandfather is a Zodiac killer.
I saw that.
That was a good one, right?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was intense.
That was,
and it looked like he really looked like the Zodiac killer.
And like she compared his handwriting and shit.
Yeah.
It'd be your own family who sells you out.
It'd be your own family. It'd be your own granddaughter telling people you're the Zodiac killer. But if you are, you need to go down, sucker.
Like, bitch, nobody's figured out my secret for years.
And now you get on here doing the fucking Meg Thee Stallion dances, figuring out my crime. So insulting.
Oh, man.
It's so funny that girls that are doing TikTok dances are also doing investigative FBI work successfully.
Yeah, you're figuring out crimes in between, like doing the shuffle. And shit.
I'm a savage. Ratchet bougie. He did it. Oh, shit.
Oh, all man. Right.
Well, I think maybe we should wrap up this podcast.
Let's wrap it up, baby.
That went so fast.
It flew.
Yeah, I'm about to go get some delicious food.
Like you're going to fly to me in just a couple weeks.
I'm flying to you as soon as I can get my damn hands on you.
She's going to fly to me like an angel with angel wings.
Oh, man. All right, Alex. Well, I'm excited to see you. Thank you guys, everybody, for listening to another episode. You guys, we're going to be together in the next 3.5 weeks. We're going to record a bunch of in-person episodes. I know the Zooms aren't as fun as the regular episodes if you're watching, but we're going to record a bunch of back-to-back live in-person episodes.
Record 100 episodes. We're going to scissor. We're going to put on a show.
We're going to scissor. We're going to fuck. We're going to squirt. So just make sure you're there. You'll miss it.
That's right.
All right, guys, we love you. Thank you for listening to another episode of Broad Topics. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram and TikTok at Kim Congdon, and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/QueenCong1. I'll be in New York the last 2 weeks of October 21st through 31st. We'll be doing shows out there. I will be at Kill Tony November 1st. I will be doing the secret show for Death Squad November 3rd. I will be headlining the Creek in the Cave November 4th, and then November 5th through 7th I will be at Skankfest in Houston, so make sure you check those out.
Hell yeah.
Alex,
Super
how about
fun.
you?
You could follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar. Also, check out my other podcast here on Gas Digital Network called Stick and Portly Watch Rick and Morty. It's me and Mike Harrington reacting to episodes of Rick and Morty, and it airs every Monday right after Legion of Skanks. Also, while you're there, use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX, to get yourself a 7-day free trial to Gas Digital Network with access to every show on demand, bonus content, live chats, all the good stuff. You're going to love it. Other than that, be well.
I love you.
And
See you
we
next
love
week.
you. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.